Welcome back, guys, and for those of you with not many coins, we're going to be showing you how to go from 0 to 100k today. Now, if you do have 900k, it's fine, we're going to get you to that million. You're in the same position as me, but we always could use some more coins. So if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe. Of course, remember, we are giving away £220 worth of FIFA points on the last day of this month. The winners will be announced, and all you got to do is subscribe and show me proof. Now, if you do want to get some FIFA coins in a little bit of a quicker way, well, so if you guys are sick of losing in FIFA because your team isn't good enough or you're not good enough at the game, then right now you need to head over to skycoach.gg. Not only can they coach you in your weekend league or play your games for you, you can buy any amount of coins you want, and all of the services get 10% off right now with the code PRORECALL. Go check them out below. Make sure to click the link in the description, and let's get into it. Before we go through the methods and the filters available, I will run you through some other ways to make coins. Of course, the Mixed League upgrade is available, where if you do this one here or this one here, you get a tradable pack back. So if you have the players, definitely give those a go. Similarly, on the Premium League upgrades, you've got the Bundes and the Serie A, the League One and Eredivisie. Both of them give you a tradable pack, and they're not too hard to complete, especially if you've just got the fodder in your club. Now, finally, I'd recommend getting yourself marquee matchups done. It's a very simple and cheap SBC, and will really get your coins up. You can also use methods right now with the Liverpool and Everton players, picking up the commons to make yourself some coins. Now, I've been asked for bidding filters by quite a few of you, so here is a really good one. Now, we can do this again because the old market is working again. Now, you've got Van Bommel, you've got Van Broeken, and I think there is one other player. You've also got Ten Hag there as well. And I said player, but you guys know I mean manager. So you get yourself over to the staff screen. You can pick these guys up, I think, on a buy at... I think you're probably looking at about 900 coins, maybe 850. Let's have a look, 850. You got two there, so realistically, you can definitely sell these on for 900. Now, obviously, we can do this here. We can do the compare price method. You're going to find some good snipes there. I saw a 700 not too long ago. You've got easily quite a few 450s, 500s coming up quite a lot. Now, the other option for this one is if we set the max price, let's say to 600 to be fair. All it means is, obviously, we're selling these cards on at 900 coins. EA tax on that is 45. So we pick them up at 600, it's a 255 coin profit per card. Now, if you only have 10k, you can obviously only understandably bid on about, I think, 14 or 15 of these. So let's go through for the first few of these. So we'll go 650 as a max on these guys. Obviously, Ten Hag, you can put a little bit more down on him. So if you just go straight to 6 or 650, you're more likely to win them. Now, obviously, if you have more coins, if you're sat here and you're looking at this video and you're sat on a balance of 20k and you're thinking, well, I've got way more coins, what do I do? Just bid on more players. You can bid on 30 of these, I think, if you have about 20k. If you get your bids right, obviously, you might be bidding less on some. But if you've got 30 bidded, you're going to probably win about 20%. So that's obviously a good little 6 cards, easy profit. And it's not like this takes any time at all. Like, I can bid up the first few pages here without really breaking a sweat. You know, it's not a lot of effort. It's not difficult. I'm not having to beat people to snipes. I'm not having to really concentrate. All you got to do is not buy now any of the cards, which, as long as you stay on the bid section, is pretty easy to do. A good little one you can do at the minute, which just kind of came to fruition recently because of some recent transfers, is gold rare forward Portugal and Prem. Now, obviously, if you are on the lower end of coins here, you are going to be picking up cheaper cards. Now, with this one, you've got Guedes, Felix and Jota. Now, obviously, Jota is a little bit more pricey and Felix is more than he should be, but you can start your way with Guedes and you can make a lot of profit off of him alone. If you find his buy now, I think he's realistically going for about 1.8 now. Although a lot of us probably have better teams, especially right now in the point we are in the year, but it's a very good chance that there are still people using him for their teams. So you've got 1.5s there. I'm going to take both of those because you can see he easily sells on for 1.8. Obviously, the Felixes there are, I think Felix's minimum. So Felix's minimum is 1.1. He's going for 5. So if someone min-lists him or if someone just makes a little bit of a mistake there, you've got a good chance of getting a Felix. Now, obviously, Jota is a little bit harder to get. He is a more expensive player, but you've got the chance there, and I think that's kind of the most important thing. You can see we're picking up these 1.5s like nobody's business. Let's try and knock it down a little bit, see if we can get maybe a 1.3 or a 1.4 maybe. Oh, we got an 850, absolutely golden. So we could realistically sell that for 1.5 instantly. We'll sell it for 1.7. You're pretty much doubling your coins on that one very, very easy filter to use. So this one, I can't lie, we are just going to be taking advantage of the fact that some people really don't have a clue how easy it is to get position modifiers. For some reason, position modifiers still have a value, even though there is a constant SBC that gives you them for free. I haven't bought a single card this year, but you can see I've just done the search, that 800's gone immediately. So these ones, not only are they quite good for bid, I think if you bid these guys, I think up to 900, you've got a good chance of profit there. So if we bid all of these, a lot of the people who, if you're bidding on a position modifier, it's because you can't afford to buy one. A lot of the people who you'll be bidding with do not have the coins to compete with you up to the price that these guys actually are worth. 950 is the absolute max I would bid, because obviously that you can sell them for about 1.2k. But you can bid on a ton of these. Obviously, you saw there at the start, very, very easy to snipe. If we go for 950, nothing there. 1k, there's a couple there. We've got like 2 or 3 pages there. Okay, maybe more than I thought, to be honest. But they're all on 59th minute, so really easy to snipe. We'll go 850 just to get an easy one. And we got a 700 straight away, but we've missed it. Can we get the next one? Can we get the next one? Oh, 550. But you can see, very, very easy to make profit off of what is a filter that shouldn't exist. Now, obviously, when you are on a coin balance, you do want to run through filters that are going to make you some more. The two that I'd recommend right now are Inter Milan defenders. So you've got defenders as an option, first of all, where you're looking at quite a few players. So you've got Gosens, you've got Skriniar, you've got De Vrij. You can leave the commons in, but it's probably easier. I mean, if we check the price of them right now, yeah, they're going for a little bit less than you'd want. So if we go for gold rare as a minimum, you've got Gosens there going for 1.2, because obviously there's an SBC that raises the lower rated prices right now. So he's a really good one to be sniping on the lower end. Obviously, we've missed that one there. But you can also then move it to centre back. That's going to raise the value a little bit. Then we get the Skriniar, Bastoni, etc. We're not going to run through these filters too much. I've told you guys about them before, but they're working really well. So I'm always going to recommend them again. The forward Juve filter, and once again, you've got Di Maria, Vlahovic, both of these 84s. 84s have taken a rise recently. Make sure you're filling that into your roster. Another one that I really like that we just don't talk about enough, once you get a little bit higher in the coins, is the Arsenal Team of the Week one. The good thing about this is they keep getting Team of the Weeks. So the thing is, I think the Nketiah was 12k, so he's still sitting at around 12k there, which isn't bad. Now, if you want to make this one a little bit pricier, what is good, right? If you go to Brazil, they've got enough Brazilian informs to make it pricier. So you've got Gabriel there. I would say, yeah, that's a snipe. That's a snipe. 22k, we're going to be listing that up for. At 22k, the EA tax is 10%, which is... No, it's 5%. I've said that wrong. 5%, but obviously we 10% and half, so 2.2 half, 1.1. So EA tax brings us down to there, which means the profit is 1,250 coins. And that was literally from just looking on the filter, finding it straight away. So that one's really easy. We'll go back to the non-Brazilian one, the main one. I mean, just to show you, obviously, Brazil is Gabriel Martinelli. I don't know if there's anyone else. You can set it to English, but it's basically the same as the lower one, because it is Nketiah being the cheapest. But obviously English gives you Ramsdale and Nketiah. This one here, you're going to want to realistically find them at about, I'd say 11k. It's not a reach. It's obviously just that right now Nketiah is very cheap. If 82 informs take a bit of a heightened, you're going to be a bit of a better position there, because right now 10% for EA tax, obviously 5%, sorry, is 400 coins, I think. Am I saying that right? No, 600 coins. So 11k, you're making 400 coins profit. Isn't bad at all, and it can be really easy to make profit off this one. I mean, this is probably one of the filters where I'd say arguably we can start doing some bidding with informs. So if we go to what, 11k, we'll bid this. I'd say you can bid him up to 750 on every card. Obviously this one is for those of you guys with a few more coins, because, you know, bidding 7 of these, your coins are pretty wiped out there if you don't have many. You want to get your Martinellis up as well. If you can get one of them, will bid absolutely outrageous. Very, very big profits. Now, another little one that's going to boost your coins up, especially when you're on a lower value, we've got midfielder Italy Bundesliga. Now, this isn't like an insanely profitable one for those of you guys with 100k already, but for those of you guys who are trying to build it up, or you want to do some mass bidding, this is a really good one. These guys are going for about 800 coins. Obviously, that means after EA tax on them is only 40. So if we pick them up at 600 and you're making 160 coins per card. If you pick them up there, I think you're making 110 coins per card. So it depends what you need in terms of profit per card to where you're going to be sniping these guys. Now, what you can do very easily, obviously we've got a 400 there. although we've missed it, you kind of see the point there. It's very easy to get some snipes on these. 600 there, so that is a nice 160 coin profit. Now we'll list that up and then we'll go on to the mass bidding, because that's kind of what you want to be doing with this value here. So we're going to go max price 500, not setting it too high, just because it is a little bit of a one you've got to be careful with. But there's only 2 players. You can pay up to, I'd say 500 is the max, but bid as many at 300 as you can. See how many you get. If you find you're not getting many cards, then go do it again. Try at a little bit of a higher value there. But you can see there's an absolute ton here. There's pages on pages on pages for you to bid on and make a ton of coins. Now, to top it all off, we've got one where when you've made maybe a 15 to 20k, you can really start making a good profit. So Future Stars, Liga Santander. Now, there's a couple lower end Future Stars that you do have the ability to do filters on. And this is the main one. I'd say 15k for a special card. Really good place to be looking, because you can get some really good snipes. So you can see 16 is kind of the place we're sitting here right now. I'd say maybe 16,250. Let's have a look at there. 16,250, there is a ton of pages. At 16k, you've got a couple. So it kind of shows 16k is a realistic sell-on, but it's, you know, you could push for 16,250 if you have a bit more time for your cards to sell on. But let's go, we'll go 15k. Oh, we've missed a 14 straight off the bat. I would say for a filter like this, I would rather use the squads market, but it is obviously to your own discretion. If you find this one easier, go for this one. I find the squads market easier for filters where you're kind of battling it out. I think it's easier to do. I feel like I win more over there. That might be wrong. That might just be me preconceiving that and assuming that, and that maybe makes me worse. But that's why kind of assumption with that market, I feel like I do better. With this one, I feel like I do better when there's more volume and I compete with people with a higher volume on the snipes. Oh my, we've done a 13,250. Maybe I was wrong, because that is a beautiful snipe and a beautiful profit there. So you can see right there, we would have made about, what's that, like 2.5k, almost 2.5k profit, one card. If you started this video where you're on 10k, that's 25% of the coins you already had. If you had 100k, that's 2.5 increase. And I know it doesn't sound a lot, but if you're doing that 10 times in like 20 minutes, that's a very good increase. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.